Okay, there are 3 health conditions you need to be aware of where I scale back turmeric use and or simply change the dosage, lower it a little bit for some of my patients. I'll tell you in this video how you can avoid these potential side effects and use turmeric for its amazing benefits. Actually, spectacular natural benefits. I'll give you a DIY turmeric recipe at the end as well that my patients love. Now, before we even tackle this, I know some of you have heard about lead being found in turmeric. Why? This is because lead powder is sometimes added to turmeric to make it more vibrant and to cover insect damage. You see, lead chromate enhances the bright yellow color of turmeric. Turmeric that's been damaged by insects or has other quality issues that may lead to dull or even discolored product. When people open up their turmeric, they want it to look bright and colorful, and sometimes elements are added to enhance it. Just like you see in the grocery store kind of with meat or fish, we don't want that. Don't believe me? Well, here you go from the NIH. Ground turmeric as a source of lead exposure in the United States. Public health reports. They go on to say, financially motivated, see these companies? Adulteration of spices is a long-standing and important public health problem worldwide. And now down here, we hypothesize that turmeric is being intentionally adulterated with lead to enhance its weight, color, or both. It's actually illegal and unsafe to do so, but many people or many products actually are tainted. I actually triple test and source mine from reputable vendors, and you want to make sure yours comes from something similar. As we speak, I place mine at 50% off, so review it, review the ingredients list, compare it to what you're using, and just be safe. Buy quality, just like aesthetic services like your Botox and your fillers. It's the Wild West out there, and it's getting worse. You get one face, you get one body, you get one health. Now, many of you are on turmeric with pepper or piperine. I like that. It enhances the absorption and the effectiveness. When you also look at your ingredient label, you might see that things are added to boost the experience of turmeric, particularly for joints and inflammation. It's actually the number one reason people take turmeric. It's not aesthetics, as we're going to talk about in a minute. And in fact, in many studies, turmeric has been found to be better than some of the prescription anti-inflammatories that people are on that have, of course, a lot of side effects, including stomach ulcers, GI irritation, and even internal bleeding. So you have to balance things out. Turmeric does amazing for the joints. These are the boosters you want to look for when you look at your label. Of course, you'll see the turmeric root, but like I add to mine and maybe in yours, look for glucosamine sulfate, ginger root extract, chondroitin sulfate, boswellia extract, MSM, and of course I talked about the piperin or bioperin that you'll look for. Even sometimes you'll see bromelain in there. For many of you, like I said, that's the primary reason you're using it is joints. For my patients, it's aesthetics, and the joints are a secondary benefit. Either way, look for those. You see, aesthetically, turmeric does 2 major things for your skin. Number 1, it has the anti-inflammatory effects. It helps reduce inflammation in the skin, which calms redness, irritation, and skin irregularities, especially for those over 40. It's why IPLs or intense pulse light is so common after 40. But again, IPLs have a lot of side effects from striping to burning to lack of effects. I love them. I provide them in my clinic. But if you can be on an anti-inflammatory that prevents them, it's much more natural. Secondly, and few know this, but collagen is built by turmeric, and there's evidence for this. Research shows that curcumin, the active ingredient, stimulates collagen production. That's the protein that's responsible for maintaining skin structure and reducing wrinkles. It's the foundation of your face. Here you go. Curcumin, that's the active ingredient in turmeric, promotes collagen type 1, oh so important for your face, keratinocyte growth factor 1, and the expression of epidermal growth factor receptors in vitro in a wound healing model of human fibroblasts. Fibroblasts, of course, produce collagen and elastin. That's what gives your face bounce. And yes, you'll recognize these factors from what we look for in PRF when we spin your blood down to get your mesenchymal stem cells and growth factors. Now you're seeing the connection. You've heard it here, but very few people talk about it. I even have topical recipes that you can apply turmeric to your face. I'll share at the end, as well as the recipe I'll give you today. But when should you avoid turmeric? Number one, I should preface it, these are very rare. 99% of people do excellent on turmeric, but you at least need to know these: gallbladder issues and gallstones. Mostly it helps your gut, except when it doesn't. So if you have gallstones or even a sluggish gallbladder, turmeric might not be your best friend. Curcumin, the active ingredient, increases bile production. Normally this helps digestion, but if you've got gallstones blocking the way, it's like adding more cars to a traffic jam. The result? Painful spasms right about here. Now, some look at this as a positive because it helps you diagnose something a little bit earlier, but just be aware of this one. Number two, iron deficiency anemia. If you're already running low on iron, turmeric could be making it worse. Curcumin binds to iron in your digestive system, so it's harder for your body to absorb that crucial mineral. Think of it like a clingy friend who won't let iron go where it's actually needed. This is easily detectable in your yearly lab work. Number three, kidney stones. Turmeric's oxalates strike here again. They can combine with calcium in your body to form calcium oxalate crystals, the main culprits behind kidney stones. More oxalates, more trouble. Now let's shift gears here, because since turmeric works for you in most cases, it's absolutely incredible. And here's why I use it in my aesthetic practice to help people look and feel younger. You see, these two things go hand in hand. If you look younger, you feel better, you feel more limber and spry. It works the other way too. If you feel young, meaning your joints and less inflammation in your body, your hormones, endorphins, it all pops up and you look younger. It's all interconnected, like sunshine and a smile. They light up everything around you. Interconnections. The first thing and number one thing people notice, as I said, is joint relief. See, inflammation is the root cause of arthritis and joint pain. Curcumin fights these. The anti-inflammatory effect is like a ninja, reducing pain and improving mobility. A Journal of Medical Food meta-analysis found that turmeric extract, and the dose they used there was 1,000 milligrams daily, note that, significantly reduced arthritis symptoms. Number two, it has brain-boosting benefits. Who doesn't need this today with all the multisensory input we're getting? But turmeric increases BDNF, a growth hormone for your brain. Studies show it helps slow cognitive decline and protect against Alzheimer's. A review in the Annals of Indian Academy of Neurology found that curcumin reduces the beta amyloid plaques that you hear about all the time. That's associated with inflammation in the brain. The jury's still out exactly what these plaques mean, because sometimes you get rid of the plaques and the memory loss doesn't go away. We're still working that out. Number three, glowing skin, because turmeric fights acne, redness, and almost everyone I see over the age of 45, if they're skin type 1 to 3, has some redness and rosacea that they dislike. A PubMed review of 18 clinical studies found turmeric improved conditions like acne, eczema, and psoriasis. So more on the medical side, but remember, wound healing gives us a good indication of what a product will do for anti-aging. Number four, it in fact is a gut health superstar. Curcumin reduces gut inflammation and helps restore the microbiome. A study in Nutrients showed that turmeric supports digestion and even helps regulate the gut bacteria that's linked to immune function. So many people think that actually the complete activity of turmeric comes from its function in the gut. And I know people perseverate over having pepper or piperine to help its absorption, but a lot of its effects are in the gut itself. Number five, of course, heart health. You were waiting for me to say that. I know it. Curcumin improves endothelial function, so the lining of your vessels, and that's key because the lining of the vessels plays a huge role in plaque formation. A study in Advanced Pharmaceutical Bulletin found turmeric reduced exercise-induced blood pressure spikes and improved post-exercise recovery. So, how do you get the benefits without the risks? Firstly, you want to make sure you're taking it with black pepper extract or piperine. That's going to boost the absorption by about 2,000%. And it's also going to keep your turmeric intake moderate. So a gram per day is pretty good. 2 grams. Most people would say 3 to 5 grams maximum. That's all you're going to need. Now, I promised you a recipe. Here's one for the golden turmeric latte recipe that my patients love. Here's the ingredients you want. A cup of milk. I like whole milk, pasture raised. I'll make a whole video on C15, but whole milk is more and more accepted to be healthy, and that's what I've used forever. A teaspoon of turmeric powder, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup, and of course, that pinch of black pepper we talked about. Now you want to heat everything in a saucepan, whisk until combined, and enjoy this cozy anti-inflammatory treat. Whether you're on supplements or not, it's a great way to get your turmeric. You'll now want to watch this video about the importance of K2D3 to maintain your bone and face bone to look younger than your age and your peers. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.